ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to UCTV Overtime. I'm Ryan Culloway.
And I'm Ethan Tremblay. Each week we'll give you the latest in UV college sports and let you know what games are coming up.
This week, women's lacrosse, men's soccer, and women's water polo will be getting their 2021 seasons underway. Unfortunately, because of a positive COVID case on the men's hockey team, they will be quarantining for 10 days before any more games can be played.
On Friday night, the women's ice hockey team faced Elmira College at the Adirondack Bank Center. UC's freshman Alexa Carlene scored the first goal of the game at 9:09 in the first period. Elmira was quick to score shortly, leveling the score 1-1 at the end of the first period. In the second period, the UC women didn't score and let one pass them, bringing the score up to 2-1. In the third period, Elmira scored another, giving the Soaring Eagles a 2-point lead. With 1 minute 25 seconds left in the third period, Pioneers pulled their goalie to get an extra attacker, Alexi Carlin. She netted her second goal of the game with just 16 seconds remaining. The final score was 3-2 Elmira.
On Friday night, the men's ice hockey team faced Elmira College. Pioneers started off strong, scoring 4 goals in the first period. From there, they never looked back. The Pioneers skated their way to victory with a final score of 7-1. Goalie Sean Dickerson made 20 saves during the game. 2 of the goals were scored by sophomore forward Dante Zapata. Other goals were scored by Regan Kavanaugh, Buster Larson, Brett Everson, and Brendan Schultz.
On Saturday, the women's ice hockey team traveled to Elmira College to redeem themselves after Friday's loss. Erica Sloan scored the first goal of the game, putting UC up 1-0. Elmira quickly followed behind, netting a puck at 15:11 in the first period. In the second period, Elmira scored 2 goals within the first 59 seconds of the game. Sophomore Carlene Whitney brought UC back for a fighting chance in the second period, scoring a power play at 6 minutes 15-second mark. The game, however, ended in the favor of Elmira, with the ending score being 2-4.
Saturday afternoon led for competitive matches at Houghton College for women's tennis. The Pioneers first went up against Nazareth College, followed by Houghton College soon after. These games marked the beginning of the spring 2021 season for women's tennis. In matches against Nazareth, UC won 3 matches to Nazareth 6, including a doubles win for freshman Ellen Colley and sophomore Morgan Willis. In Houghton's game, Colley took the win against Eliza Swan, with the final score reading 8-6. Ellen Laga put up a good fight in the second singles, winning the Pro 8 set 8-1. Among many other singles matches, UC stole a huge break, with the overall score turning out to be 8-1.
Saturday's men's ice hockey game started off as a thriller, with the Pioneers quickly scoring a goal just under 2 minutes into the game. Soon after, another goal was made by UC in the first period by Connor Landrigan, marking his 99th career point. In the second period, Landrigan assisted Jamie Bussell, scoring the 3rd goal of the game, also marking Landrigan's 100th career point. Another amazing shot was made, bouncing off the side of Elmira's goalie, making the score 4-2. With just 4 seconds left in the second period, Landrigan made the 5th goal for UC, making the final score 5-2. The third period was postponed, leaving the game unfinished. Because of the COVID protocols needed to be followed, it is currently unknown when this game will be rescheduled.
This will be another week full of games for UC. On Wednesday at 4 p.m., the women's lacrosse team is playing RIT on home turf.
On Friday at 5 p.m., the women's and men's track teams have a meet against Russell Sage College at UC. The women's ice hockey team has an away game against Wilkes University. Puck drop is at 5 p.m. Men's basketball also has an away game on Friday against Kuwait College. Their game will begin at 7 p.m.
Saturday has even more games. Women's tennis will take on St. John Fisher College at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. at UC. Men's soccer will also be playing against St. John Fisher College on home turf at 1 p.m. The women's water polo team will face Penn State Barron at UC beginning at 1 p.m. Women's lacrosse has an away game at 1 p.m. against Nazareth College.
The women's tennis team has another home match against Alfred University at 4 p.m. The women's water polo team has another home game at 7 p.m. against Connecticut College. For the final game on Saturday, the women's ice hockey team will play against Wilkes University on home ice. Puck drop is at 7 p.m.
There are 2 games for UC on Sunday. The men's basketball team will take on Alfred University at UC starting at 1 p.m.
And the women's soccer team has an away game against Alfred University. Their game will begin at 2 p.m. Good luck to all of those who have games this week.
And that is going to wrap up today's showing of UCTV Overtime.
And make sure to watch the games on their live stream at ucpioneers.com.
I know I'll be watching.
Thank you all for tuning in, and always remember to
Fear the Moose.